To use the Volt for 76p, first make sure it's turned on the back here. Then plug in your instruments. You've got 4 inputs which take jack or XLR. If you're recording an instrument, make sure you engage the instrument switch, which will light up green. If what you're recording requires phantom power, like a DI box or a condenser mic, then make sure that you turn that on. Phantom power will be applied to all 4. So be careful if you're plugging in a ribbon microphone, because that could completely trash your mic. Once you've got your mics or instrument plugged in, turn up the gain until you see that the input hits a maximum of 3. If it hits 0, it will flash up red and your recording will clip. So make sure your gain is set below that. One really nice feature of this is it has a compressor built in. To engage this, you simply click the compressor of the channel that you want to use. It's got 3 settings: voice, guitar, or fast. If you don't want it, just keep clicking it until the light turns off. There is also a vintage button here, which has old circuitry, and it adds a type of sound quality, an old vintage quality to your sound. I've tested it on guitar, it sounds lovely, so definitely worth experimenting with. On the right hand side you have obviously a monitor volume pop, which will allow you to bring up your volume. You've got your 2 headphones outputs with dedicated volume for each one. I like this feature. It's a mono button, so it will sum everything you're listening to mono. This is really good when you're mixing and you want to check if it's compatible when your songs are being played back on a 1-speaker system. And then finally over here, we get to choose what we hear out of the monitors. So output 1 and 2 will be stereo out in Logic. So if that's on, we can hear Logic. If it's off, we can't hear Logic. 3 and 4 does nothing. Input 1 and 2 means we can hear these 2 while we're recording them, and input 3 and 4 means we can hear those while we record them. You don't have to listen to them, but they are there, and to stop feedback, obviously, you can turn down your monitor and stop listening to Logic while you're recording.